I just snatched a new job as a solar professional. However, this particular role requires me to travel every day, so I need a more reliable car than my midnight blue 2013 Nissan sedan, the first car that I purchased all by myself. It is the Sunday before Christmas, and I say to myself, today is the day you're getting a new whip, baby. I'm waiting in line at the pharmacy when I get an interesting DM on Instagram. This guy named Martise has been following me for months. I know exactly who he is. I checked out his page the day he started following me because he was showing an ample amount of thirst by liking almost all of my pictures and videos on my page. I visit his page again to get a refresher. I'm reminded of how attractive he is and that he's an avid activist for women's rights, and specifically Black trans women's rights. I'm intrigued. You don't find too many cisgender Black men who identify as heterosexual to be so public about their advocacy of trans women. He's about 6 foot, 6 feet inches, with a peanut butter complexion, toned body, low cut, deep coffee brown eyes, a well-groomed mustache and beard, and a smile that can make a nun think twice. He looks hyper-masculine in a healthy way, and he looks successful. I open my DM and see that he is finally shooting his shot after all that passive flirting. But today is not today for me to be distracted. I need that car so that I can start my new job that will help me progress with my transition. He asked if he can take me out to lunch in a few hours, and I politely declined, informing him that I am primarily focused on getting my new car before doing anything else. He insists that he will take me car shopping so I can save money on an Uber after he treats me to lunch. I think to myself, cute guy, free lunch, saving money on Uber, and I still get to purchase my new whip. This sounds like a win-win situation. So I obliged. I send him my address and tell him I'll be back home and ready for pickup within the next 2 hours. This will be my first date since I've transitioned, and a few days before my 5th month anniversary on HRT. I recall his height, so I know I can wear my heels and not tower over him, which for some odd reason makes me feel weird, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with dating shorter men. I mean, look at Betty and Barney Rubble from the Flintstones. They had a happy life, right? He pulls up to my house and opens the passenger door with a charming smile awaiting for me to get in. I have on a velvet brown jumpsuit that hugs me just right, with my favorite blue heels that match me perfectly. My hair is a soft brown color and long enough to tickle the top of my butt. He seems to really like what I'm giving because Miss Mama's was giving it, okay? We go to the mall and grab some Panera. This is my first interaction with a male counterpart in public. While eating, he tells me about a show on Netflix that he really enjoyed and that I should watch it when I get a chance. He brings this up more than once. He seems so comfortable with me and isn't shy about engaging in PDA. When we finish eating, we walk around the mall and he continuously holds my hand, grabs my waist, pulls me in closer, opens every door, pulls out every chair. He makes me feel so feminine. He's so tall and handsome, everyone is immediately drawn to him when he smoothly walks through the mall, giving zero fucks about anyone staring at us because, as I've said, I've only been transitioning for 5 months and I'm underdeveloped. I'm clockable in an androgynous kind of way. As we're coming out of the food court, I hear one of my friends, "Oh my gosh, is that Sanaia?" They haven't seen me in person since my transition. He gives me a juicy hug and he tells me I look like a bad bitch. He then points to my date and asks if that was my man. I reply bashfully, something like that. I see Martise smiling from overhearing my friend claiming that I look good on his arm. Martise's voice is deep and his confidence with me is through the roof. Am I a prize to him? It's certainly giving me trophy wife vibes and I'm living for it. He's so comfortable with me that I feel so safe and comfortable with him. After an hour and a half at the mall, I tell him I'm ready to proceed with my main focus, which is buying my new car. He says, okay. But when we get back in the car, I notice we're heading toward my house. We pull into my neighborhood and he says that the car lot doesn't close until 9:30. He wants to sit for a minute and relax. He wants to spend the entire day with me. I dig into my purse to retrieve my house key and I notice that I left my keys inside and one of my two roommates must have locked the door. I call them both. They are together and won't be back until 5, a few hours from now. I tell Martise. He insists that I go to the rental office to get a spare key. I'm so annoyed, but instead of arguing, I sigh and get the spare key. Once inside, he attempts to go upstairs asking if that is where my room was. Yes, it is, but we're going to watch TV in the living room on this level, sir. He follows me to the living room, disappointed. I think to myself, he better not try me. We sat down to watch the show he swore up and down was written by Jesus himself. 10 minutes into the show, I'm ready for it to be over. It's boring as fuck. He's laughing dramatically, almost as if it was for show. I fake smile in his direction, but I really just want to go get my damn car. Mid-laughter, he looks at me and asks to kiss me. At this point, I'm so turned off. The energy from earlier is gone. I don't know, I said innocently, instead of saying, hell no, take me to the car lot, please. He begs. He says he's been waiting to meet me for months. He dreamed of kissing me. I feel bad, so I reluctantly say, okay, fine, just one. He slowly and passionately kisses me. Okay, that's enough. Let's finish the show so that we can go. Suddenly, the energy in the room changes. In the blink of an eye, he crawls over me and grabs my face to start kissing me again, but this time he's more aggressive. I'm in total shock. I kiss him back to see if that would pacify him. I try to push away, but he pulls me back in. Hey, you're grabbing me too hard. But he doesn't listen. He starts to breathe louder, like a wild hyena. I push away. I tell him to stop, but he acts like he can't hear me. I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't rape me. I think as I push my knees into his chest, he throws my legs down and grabs both of my wrists with one gigantic hand. And his other hand begins to unzip my favorite jumpsuit. What are you doing? Chill out, stop, don't take off my clothes. As he looms above me, reality sets in. I'm not as strong as I was before hormone therapy. I don't have the strength that I had before I began transitioning. I can't fight this man off of me. I'm terrified. He thrusts me face down into my couch. I can't see. I can hardly breathe. Oh my God, I hope he doesn't kill me. I just saw the number of Black trans women who are murdered every year. I don't want to be on someone's shirt. How did this happen to me? I know I can't fight him, so I need to outsmart him. But how? I decide to turn on my seductive voice. Hey, baby, let me ride you instead. You got me in the mood now. He moves to sit on the other side of the couch, waiting for me to hop on top of him. It worked. I get up bruised and exhausted, sit on the other end of the couch, and cross my legs. Need to leave, I murmur, fighting back tears. He's shocked as fuck. He asks if he violated me. I say nothing. He sexually assaults me again. I fight as hard as I can, but I'm no match. 4 hours later, one of my roommates come home and finds me naked on the living room floor. I've been lying there in disbelief that I was just assaulted and relieved that I was not left for dead. As soon as my roommate asked what happened, I burst into uncontrollable tears. My first date as a trans woman is a rude awakening to my new reality. I have to be more cautious now when dating. I can't allow any man to know where I live unless we actually make it official. I must carry some form of self-defense with me, whether it be a pocket knife, taser, pepper spray, stick, bat, or a heartfelt prayer. Anything.
We love you.
Yes, Sanaia. Work, daughter.